In the last lesson, we looked at how we can add an image, and we were doing a text box, so we were adding in an image that was a drawing. So going back to insert, so select again within the text where you want to insert the image and go to insert. We've got a few options for images. So we'll get to drawing afterwards, but in this case, we've got an option to upload from computer. Remember, this is web-based, so we can upload it from our computer and add the image. And what this will do, this is going to open up the location finder of your computer so that you can find the file you want to upload. And I'll select one of the files that I have on here, save it, and that's going to upload and add the image. So this was an upload from my computer. I can also search the web for an image to add in. So let me search for G Suite and see if I can find the G Suite logo to insert. And once you select the image, you can actually select multiple images. You can go down all of these image search, and whenever you find the image that you're looking for, and also keep in mind that some of these images might be copyrighted. This is the same thing that happens whenever you go to the Google image search. So it's returning back just whatever images that it finds. So I'm going to go ahead and insert the Google logo, the G Suite logo, and this is coming from the internet. When I click the images that I've created, I've got a bunch of options, so I can do adjustments, size, rotation, and all image options. And if you notice that there are slightly more options for these basic images because we can't, of course, edit these images, so we can just only adjust them. And this is coming from a web image, so it's either like a JPEG, PNG, or GIF, and that's added into our document. So also for image, we have an option to go to our drive. We have an option to go to our photos. We can also link by the URL and by the camera, so we can take an image. If we're on a mobile device and we're editing Google, then this might be an ideal way to get an image into your Google Doc right away. So there's a bunch of options, again, for drive. This is also another great way to kind of handle your images, where I'm selecting some images from my drive. I'm simply adding them onto the page. So this is linked from my drive. And this is usually my preferred way to add images, as I like to store them all in my drive. So I typically wouldn't be using an image that's on the computer. I'd use something that's in my drive. I'd upload all of the images that I want to use before I'm creating the document. And then at that point, I could go in and start creating the document. So let's go to the image, and I'll just select any one of the images that we've selected. And we get the same options where we can do the text wrap, we can do the break text. So same thing that we saw earlier in the last lesson. We can also resize the images, and we've got all of these indicators here when we select the image. And we got the rotation indicator, which is something we don't have for the editable image. So that's going to not allow us to rotate it. But these images that we've brought in, they are rotatable. So that's with that rounded dot up here. So I can incline the angle and I can rotate it at an angle. I can also do this manually, where I've got my size and rotation. And now whenever I open up the image options, I've got my rotate here at the bottom. So that was also missing in the last lesson. I can rotate number of different degrees. I can do a rotate of 90 degrees in one shot, as well as I can adjust it slightly. There's also the same text wrapping options. So I can wrap the text, as well as I can update if I want to wrap on the left or on the right only. And also if I want to adjust the margins from surrounding text. So let me show you on this one, and we'll wrap the text around it. And I gotta move that slightly in so we've got some text around it so we can see where we're adjusting. So we've got an option to adjust the margins around the text, and around the bottom we can adjust it on the left only, we can adjust it on the right only. It's a little bit too big so we're not seeing, but we can do it on the left, we can do it on the right, we can do it on both sides. We also have an option for positioning, so we can move with text, or we can fixed position on the page. So fixed position on the page is if we add in more text, then it's going to stay within that fixed position. So generally, you're going to move it with the text because that makes more sense. Otherwise, it becomes difficult if you have a lot of images. And if you're moving a fixed position to the page, you can set its X and Y coordinates. So that's the horizontal and the vertical position. We also have an option for recolor. So we can recolor the G Suite logos. So those are down here. And again, I got to resize this because the pop-up window is not showing up exactly right. So I can do different shades of it, and I can do a grayscale, and I can update it. So this is only going to be in this interpretation of it. It's obviously not changing the original, and you can always go back to the no color original. There's also adjustments here. So if I want to set some transparency, I can update the brightness. I can update the contrast of the image, and there's also a button at the bottom that will just reset it back to whatever the defaults were. So there's quite a lot of more options now with the image. So whether you're doing it with the mini menu here or the adjustments, so you always have all those options for the image itself. So whenever you click it, and then you can also adjust the margins because it's in with the text. If we do it with position options, so that also opens up the different position options. So we can do a fixed position on the page, and that's where we've got the relative options of where we're positioning this image. So going back to our options to insert content, so we also wanted to look at how we can do a drawing. So this is what we saw earlier where we were doing the signature. So we had come in and we did a drawing, we did a scribble, and that allowed us to do a signature, save and close, and we could really easily add in images, and these just are editable images, just as we saw last time. So there are some limits to how you can rotate it. So there's no rotation on it, but you can adjust the size, and you can also adjust the text wrapping of it. And then anytime you can edit the image, so you can select it, you can update the font weight of it. You can also update the color, so if you want it blue to look more like a pen. And then also you have options to insert shapes. So you've got all of these cool shapes that you can drop in here. And this is, there's a lot of options here, arrows, callouts, there's equations as well. When you're doing drawing, so you can have an arrow, you can draw a connector, you've got the curved connector, you've got a curve, you've got the polyline. So that's the one that makes the polyline, so they automatically connect to each other when you're moving it around. And then the scribble was the one where we do the signature within that. Text box we looked at last time. And then also there's an option for an image, and there's also zooms here. So we can fit it to screen, we can do 50% zoom, we can do 200% zoom. We can also update the guides, so showing the guides. So if we want to center it or whatever we want to do, we can edit the guides. We can update how it snaps to the grid, how it snaps to the guides, and we can also go full screen on this. So there's also a bunch of options here to download. So we can download this as a JPEG. We could download as a PNG or a PDF or a SVG. So whenever we create these images, we can also download them for our own system to use on our own computer, so they don't have to always live online. There's also some word art options. So I'll just write G Suite. And then with the word art options, you might be familiar with this from MS Office. So it's typical word art stuff that you have options for. You can duplicate, you can rotate, flip vertically, flip horizontally. So a bunch of options there within the actions. So getting back to what else we can do here, we can add in an image. So again, we've got the same image options where we can upload an image. So I'm going to just select upload. Some images on my computer. So I'm going to upload an image, and it adds it into the editable image. We also have under image, we can go by URL, by your albums, by Google Drive, and we can also search the web. So again, G Suite and search, and this is going to give us the G Suite logo. Select whatever we want to bring in. And actually this one apparently doesn't have the supported format, so let's try another one. All of the typical image formats should work. So it just goes to show that not all images will be able to be brought in. And then now that you've got all of these objects on the screen, you can select them, you can delete them, you can update them, and manipulate them as needed. So whenever you're happy with how your image looks, then you save and close, and that's going to regenerate the image within your Google Doc. So quite a bit you can do with images, quite a bit you can do with drawing. And then also, once you've created, once you've selected, once you've got the image in, then you have that option to edit and manipulate it as well. So you've got some more options with the image options. There's also, within the short menu, there's the insert image, so you don't have to go up to top here. And if you're limited on space, you can just go to the quick icon there, and it's going to have the same options there in the drop down menu as we just saw within the insert. So there's nothing different there. It's all the same options that we saw earlier. So go ahead and try this one out and create a drawing, add it to your Google Doc, and you're going to be ready to move on to the next lesson. And before we conclude, there's actually even more stuff you can do with images. You can get a second menu. So I'm on a Mac, so that's pressing Control and selecting the image. That's going to pop up this menu. This is a second menu. So this is more of an editing menu for the image itself. If you're on a Windows machine, you can just right-click the image. So you've got the options for cut, copy, paste, and delete it. So let's cut that, and that takes it off the page. And I can also go in, edit, and paste. So I can paste the image, and notice that the image is still going to be editable, so I can still edit the image as it was before. So it actually cuts that whole image object that we saw earlier, and we can still edit it. So even if we were to select it, and I'm just going to do with the Control, so copy, and let's go down here at the bottom, and I'll add the image in. So I'm just using a keyboard shortcut for it. So it's adding in the image. Let me edit this image. I'm going to get rid of that, save and close. Do you think that there's still going to be both the same, or that they're going to be treated as separate objects? And if you said that they're separate objects, you're correct. So now we've created two instances of the work that we were doing with the drawing of this image. So let's do it one more time, this menu. So we've got the typical editing options of comment, suggest. We can also save to keep, which is another Google product. So we can save that. We can link to it. Open up the image options menu. So we already have it open on the right-hand side. And then there's also the alt text. So this is an important one to add in for people with screen readers or people that might have trouble seeing the content. So go ahead and add in a title. I've already added in a title, so I called it G Suite, and I've got the G Suite logo as the description. So do make it a practice to add in the alt text. So when you do create these types of documents online with the alt text and images, this is going to make it more accessible for people using screen readers. And also when you convert it to PDF, it's also going to be accessible as well. So it's always good practice to get into. So those are some more options with image, and those are more along the lines of editing of the image options.